Hi, I'm Bio Jade Adam Granger, and I'm a game designer on For Honor.
So tell us, what is For Honor?
So For Honor is a PvP-oriented game which has also a single-player element to it, but most and foremost, it's a close quarter melee combat game where you get to have the opportunity to be one of the legendary warrior of either the samurai, Viking, or knight faction.
Talk a little about the combat in this game. It's very unique, something I've never seen before in a fighting game.
Well, it's what we call the art of battle. It's a completely new system of combat and a new genre. So you will have to use your right stick to choose the guard of your weapon. So you either guard left, right, or top. Each different heroes can have a twist on it, but it's the basic element of the art of battle. And the art of battle is also the fact that you have to be careful of your geometry, your friends, because you have friendly fire, you cannot swing into a wall. So it's really being careful of your surrounding, being careful of your enemy, and knowing when to strike.
Talk about some of the different classes and differentiations between the different factions in the game.
So you have two factions. The Warborns, who are the Vikings, my faction. You have the Chosen, who are the Samurai, and you have Legion, that are the Knights. So the three factions are balanced between themselves, but each one is form of unique heroes. So it's not duplication of each hero for each faction. And this is really what gives them their flavor. The Vikings are very offensive, warrior of fire, and you have Samurai that are more focused and deadly, and you have also the Knights that are more about gear, protection. They have a lot of support element. Earlier you mentioned classes. It's not something we have, but we have styles. So if you like to pick a character that is better for supporting your friends, you want a character that's more of an assassin feeling, you can play the way you want that hero, but each hero has a specification and a specialty if you want. You probably saw in the demo that we had a samurai, is what we call the Oni. This guy is deadly, he's an assassin, as well as the warden that you can try on the floor. He's more of an all-around guy with strong defense. So it really depends on what you like, but you're not confined into a class.
Talk about how many people can play online together and against other people.
Well, of course, you can play with your friends, you can play against AI, and you can play against other players, and you can also play by yourself. We have a whole single-player element to the game and PvE element of the game. Each game mode is available against AIs. They're already there. You may have played against one without knowing it, but the core of For Honor is first and foremost multiplayer.
So tell us right now, are you showing, is it just 4v4 or will it be bigger down the line?
So each game mode will have different feel to them. Right now we're only showing Dominion, which is a 4v4 multiplayer game. And the important thing to notice with For Honor is it's very personal, very close, there's a contact between each player. So smaller number tend to be more exciting because you see the guy and you know him and you feel that you look at him, you know who he is. But the other modes, we will communicate on them later.